Yeah, so before we get into the video, just want to say, hey, got myself a new light bulb. Like I said last video, I'm gonna get one. I did. I almost forgot until I saw the light in the bathroom at my workplace blinking off. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't give myself a light bulb. Well, here I am, brand new light bulb, and I also got myself a Steam Deck too. I put my reservation in, my $5. It took me an hour and 11 minutes to get it. Oh my goodness, can't wait to get that thing. Well, anyways, without further ado, let's get into the review. Now, this episode, in a way, it made me laugh, but sometimes cringe and worried. Let's talk about the things that made me a bit worried and make you more aware of harems. In most harems, the author tries to write the ending the best way possible. Sometimes they do an open ending, or they choose a girl, or better yet, they choose everyone in the harem. You know, there are some harems I've read that did that. UQ Holder, Love Tyrant, um, that one Isekai that only lasted 30 chapters. There are those that choose them, and then of course there's one that's just open ending, and I can't stand open endings. And then there's also the ones where they choose one person. And sometimes, of course, you want to upset one side of the spectrum or multiple sides of the spectrum. That's just how it is. And then it shows to you how sometimes one person can ruin the relationships around them. Yes, they're friends and they're all connected to Katarina. But at the same time, their own love lives can be completely destroyed. They're all going after this meaningless pursuit. Mainly speaking about Mary and Alan. As you know, in the original novel game, Mary and Alan were supposed to marry, you know. But thanks to Katarina, which they had become better people, but at the same time, it kind of ruined their own relationship. They're only fiance to each other, just because until one of them, which for some reason they probably do know, are going after the same girl. Of course, I don't know how to further. Maybe they do end up marrying in the end. Who knows? But if it doesn't go that way, it kind of, in a way, wonders like Katarina kind of way kind of destroyed. She destroyed a love life, a relationship, you know, in a way, because Mary is completely obsessed with Katarina, and now it's Alan as well. He was oblivious to his feelings, but he's starting to come along with them. Who knows? But then again, maybe Mary will end up marrying Alan in the end, probably. And she's probably gonna be one of those wives where she always fantasizes being with someone else, but she'll always stay with the person she's with because she knows she actually does love that person. She just has those things where one of those wives that just fantasizes marrying someone, like a what if situation. It just gets them going. A weird situation. And that's pretty much it. That's why I have to be worried to cringe a little. Well, cringing also is how Katarina is. They made her too oblivious. So oblivious to people's feelings towards her to the point that it kind of hurts in a way. It just feels like this is like MC main character harem dumb. Like, my goodness. Like, you can probably say you love her in front of her face, and she'll probably will take it the wrong way. Like, this girl never thought about romance ever. Because and even it's just something's wrong with her, man. Really wrong with her. I haven't seen MCs this dumb. Most times the MCs are dumb because um, the other female characters or male characters are too indirect with their feelings for them to catch on. But with Katarina, it feels like they're shooting arrows at this girl. They have a xylophone screaming in her face, and even if someone else saying how Jirdo loves Katarina, she'll just use some excuse. Now, there is a show I watched called Hoggadai, which is really good, by the way. Very funny and can get very psychological, emotional sometimes, where the main character is surrounded by girls in his club, and every time the girl says something towards him as a flirt or hint of emotion, he seems to act like he didn't hear them. But it turns out the entire time he did hear them. He just didn't want to confront them about it, which was very good, nice flip. It was showing how he would try to pretend he didn't hear what the person was saying, or he misheard something, anything he could do to get out of the situation, because he was not really well when it comes to getting along with others. So him going right into a relationship instead of going and getting some friends was not well for him. You know, Hog and I, by the way, watch it. I don't have any friends. That's the name of it. You'll love it. Anyways, I think I strayed too far off. It's just that there's a lot I want to talk about when it came to the things that happen within the harems and the characteristics. Sometimes you crank them up above 10 to 11, it gets ridiculous to the point it kind of hurts your head, like, I can't do this. But again, that's the point sometimes where some people, even in the opening, where some people have their hands over their head, it's showing how sometimes Katarina can be quite a headache, quite a handful. And that is true. Now, I did like the part where she forgot she was kidnapped. And she was living life, man. She was eating all the sweets she wants, reading the romance novels, having tea with the maid. Everything was going well. And then she saw Ian's fiance, Selena. And Selena, the fact that it was a masher puppet thing that's going on, we could have thought it was Ian who was up to it, or even Jeffrey was probably up to it. But no, it's none of the brothers, or not even the fiance, actually. It was the butler who can use dark magic. And it seems like all these people who can use dark magic seem to have some sort of tragic past, where they want revenge against something. Because, despite how nobles may act, nobles, like I said, even in most Shogo Tensei, nobles most of the times do terrible things to people, especially those who are below them. They do terrible things that keep them quiet, keep them silent, throw them away, where they do keep their status quo. So they probably did something to Jeffrey in the end that caused him to wanting to get rid of, Gyardo, her, Katarina, all of them. It's probably got some deep hatred that's happened, and that's how it seems like most people get dark magic within that world. It's through a sign of relentless sign of hatred, which is understandable. We're dealing with nobles. Like I said, nobles in the past and probably now aren't good people. Well, probably the older ones. They were tied down to the old traditions of doing whatever it takes to keep face. So that could be it, anyways. So yeah, I had a lot of mixed feelings about this episode. It was good, nonetheless. It moved the plot along. It's pretty much doing what the last season did at the end, but it's doing it at the beginning this time, which is a kind of interesting twist. Well, anyways, that's what I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrown on Madme, signing out.